Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to the Quiffcast with me, Rob Baines, and Ashley Richards.
Hello there.
So today on the Quiffcast, we are going to discuss one of the biggest, most expensive franchises. Was it to say franchise? I mean, it's
Manufacturer, producer,
manufacturer, yeah. Manufacturer, business, and that is Apple.
Those people,
yeah. If you've heard of them, I mean, you know. So recently, we'll get straight into it. Recently, they did not recently, in September of 2017. There was a keynote, as they do pretty much every year. Sometimes they do it 2 times a year, don't they? I can't.
They normally have one in the spring and in the autumn.
Autumn/fall, whatever.
So the one they normally have one in June, which is the software bits,
right?
And then September's mostly the hardware.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like all the devices and products.
Okay. More the consumer type products, really. Because wasn't it in did they announce the new like the MacBook, the new sort of computers earlier in the year?
Yeah, they sometimes announce or give like a little tease in some keynotes ready for later on in the year. It's
okay.
Yeah, it really depends on what they've got in store for us all.
And our wallets.
And your what?
No, wallets.
Oh, wallets. Sorry, yes.
What's in store for our wallets? So the most recent one to us from this perspective in time was the September one, as I said, and it's got a lot of people talking because there was a lot of new things announced. I think one of the first things I can't remember what the first thing they announced was in the keynote. I think it might have been. I think it might be in the watch.
I think so. Yeah. It's the new watch, Apple Watch Series 3.
Yes. I haven't even got one yet. Which
is a new watch. Well, it's the same, really, but basically what's new is that it can work independently. You know, so you don't have to pair it with your phone, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got its own SIM card.
That was a big thing. Like you had to have like you had to have your iPhone sort of, you know, nearby, and it has to be connected and everything.
Yeah,
that's quite cool. Though it works independently.
Yeah, you don't have to. So, like for instance, if you leave your phone at home and you've got your watch on you, you can still make calls and texts, etc. Which is quite good.
That's quite good. I've not actually got. At this moment in time, I'm not like very. I don't know if I want that yet. Like, I don't wear watches to begin with, but that's the closest to me actually wanting to wear a watch. But at the same time, I don't wear watches anyway, so it's like, do I want that? I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't know if it's still a gimmick. I think I'd have to properly try it.
I don't need any use for the Apple Watch at the moment. Same as you. I don't wear a watch either because my phone's pretty much always on me.
That's the thing. It's just basically the Apple Watch is basically everything that your phone can do, but just for people who fancy it on a watch.
Wants to save time just taking their phone out.
Just look at your wrist.
Yeah, look at your wrist.
Technology going around in a circle. People used to look at their watches to check the time, and then now most people just get the phone out to look at the time. And now Apple thought, I'm going to put the phone on the watch.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
No one thought about technology.
That. No. Okay, so I think there's a few, yeah, as you said, there's the big thing of that was the fact that it's standalone now.
Although
The
there is one
next thing.
flaw.
What was the flaw? What's the flaw?
My friend was thinking about maybe getting the new Series 3 watch, but we're speaking to the Apple employee, and they said that that currently it only works on EE carriers.
Right.
So if you've got an EE contract, it'll work fine. But if you've got like a Vodafone,
O2,
Tesco, it won't work at all.
Right, okay.
It's because other companies don't have the compatibility to use two SIMs at the same time, whereas EE already have that there. So.
Right. Ah, blimey! Is that like from like worldwide? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, it's worldwide.
So like from America as well, like people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting then.
It's a bit annoying. So.
Yeah.
Because my friend's on Vodafone, so that idea's gone out the window now.
Yeah, she's like, no, I reconsider that actually. Okay. Well, yes, yeah. I suppose they'll.
Yeah. That's a they will eventually branch it out once the characters bring that support to them. So
I mean, I think if I was ever going to get one, I think I'd probably still go for like a lower model, like maybe the Series 1 or Series 2, just purely because the thing is, it doesn't seem that much. Well, it doesn't seem that big of a step to me.
No, it's pretty much just the standalone watch for the Series 3. So Series 2 and Series 3 pretty much the same.
Yeah, just an extra feature, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, what's the next thing that was announced? I think there was a new Apple TV, if I'm right.
Yeah, there was the Apple TV 4K.
Oh.
So it's pretty much the same Apple TV, just with 4K compatibility.
Mm-hmm. Is that a new remote and stuff as well?
No, I think it's just the same remote.
Oh, okay. Just everything is the same. Just it's 4K. It's just upscaled a little bit. That's
pretty
fine.
much that. There was something else. It's gone in my head.
Apple TV 4K lets you watch films and programs. What the hell?
Sorry, my Vodafone are texting me.
Telling you we're going to support an Apple Watch.
They want me to get an Apple Watch.
They got that. Our Quiffcasters travel fast.
It does.
So anyway, Apple TV 4K lets you watch films and programs in amazing 4K HDR quality, stream live sport and news, and has great content from apps like BBC iPlayer, Now TV, and Netflix.
Yes. Oh, that's it. I remember it now. The Apple also said that if you already bought a movie from iTunes, you automatically get the 4K version for free.
Oh, right, okay.
So like if you bought Kingsman, you get the 4K version of that at no extra cost.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is quite.
I suppose, yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, that's very nice of them. That's very nice.
It's very nice of them. Well done.
Okay. Well done, Tim. Well done. Okay.
Oh dear.
So the next thing is, what did they announce next? I mean, what about the operating systems? Did they talk about the operating systems in that new?
Yeah. On the same day they released iOS 11.
Yeah, and the WatchOS 4.
Yes. The iOS 11 just major UI updates, making it a lot more.
It does look very nice, actually, especially for the iPad. I think it's affected the iPad the most with the bottom.
I really like the dock idea.
Yes,
but
it sort of makes it a bit more Mac-y.
Yeah, they're trying to move. they're slowly moving the iPad to a Mac style.
Well, they're getting big enough. So the next thing, which is probably the big thing that everyone's been talking about, two of the big things that people have been talking about. First of all, they announced what we were all expecting, was a new phone. The iPhone 8.
8.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what does the iPhone 8 have that, say, the iPhone 7 didn't have?
Well, it's got better processor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
got...
like I think twice as fast as the iPhone 7.
All right, okay. That's quite good.
It's got
that new camera thing.
It's got a better camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the portrait mode,
that looks cool.
Which allows you to put like filters, so they're like you've got a stage light on you, or black and white self-portrait or something.
It has the
wireless charging.
Wireless charging, I was going to say, yeah. That looks
that was
interesting.
The big thing that everyone was after.
It has all the things you come to expect, like the Touch ID and I mean the casing is a bit different, obviously, because they had to change it up because of the wireless charging.
They got a glass back now.
Yes, and apparently is it right in saying that it's a lot more durable?
I hope so. I haven't. I mean, I've had a play around with the iPhone 8 in the Apple Store, but not really personally. I don't. I know one friend who I know had the iPhone 8 or 2, and they seem to be getting on fine with it. No problems at all.
That's right, then.
So
I think when we looked at I think when people were watching the keynote, I was actually first. This is the first keynote that I watched live.
Yeah,
and it looked very interesting. I was thinking, oh yeah, that's good. I think people were like, that's all right.
That's right. Yeah,
but I think people knew that wasn't it.
No.
When they're thinking, like the sort of carry on, and the big thing that
got one more thing.
Yeah, they got one more thing.
Clap.
And they announced. Yeah, it was like they announced another phone.
Yeah.
They announced iPhone 10.
The iPhone 10.
Forget 9. I mean, who needs 9? How many like sort of. What have people got against 9? I mean, there's a lot of people. There wasn't a Windows 9, was there?
No, there was.
9's the new unlucky number, I think, for these franchises and producers and stuff, big tech companies.
It's because they say like 7, 8, 9 or something.
Ah.
I don't know.
Yes. No, you just pulled out the air there, didn't you?
I just no.
You pulled it out the air. So the iPhone 10.
Yeah,
is,
iPhone 10.
They didn't want to just announce one phone. They announced a phone that instantly made the iPhone 8 just out of date. That's what they basically did. They announced a phone. I think they've got the world record of instantly making their new phone, out of date. This one's not been released yet, but we've got another one that will, within a month, make that one obsolete.
It will, yeah.
What's different about the iPhone 10 then?
Well, the iPhone 10's is a massive leap. It's got an OLED screen, which means it's organic lighting, so it's the colours are more vibrant and uses less battery power. And
that's good.
It's more kind of dynamic and fluid, is what they said.
There's only one, isn't there? There's only one iPhone 10 because
yes, there's only one.
The past few generations of the iPhone have had the iPhone. I currently have the iPhone 6 Plus. And there's also my mum has the iPhone 6, which is just basically the same. There's a few more features on the Plus, like I think the battery's better and stuff like that. There's a few There's a few
Better
different
camera.
things about them. Better camera, yeah. A few things different. But there's the iPhone 10 is literally just the iPhone 10. There's no iPhone 10 Plus.
It's a standalone kind of
standalone. But
thing.
what I found was quite weird about it was it's a smaller phone. It's actually dimension-wise, it's a small. I haven't actually had a go at one of these yet. Yeah, the iPhone 10 is smaller dimension-wise than the iPhone 6 Plus. So, for example,
it's the biggest.
No,
it's 5.8 inches.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but people have like put them against each other, and it's basically the screen's bigger.
Yeah.
The screen's bigger than like a normal iPhone, but the dimensions of the actual thing itself is smaller than a Plus. But the screen's bigger than the iPhone Plus. It's more screen than actual body.
I haven't really compared. I haven't experienced the 10 yet. I don't know. I've just got back from holiday. I don't know where I am.
But yeah, it's from what I was like seeing online, it's dimension-wise it's smaller than the iPhone Plus, but the screen's bigger because it's more screen than anything else.
Yeah,
so it's odd. It's an odd sensation, like
bezel-less.
Having a smaller phone, but it's bigger. Like screen-wise.
Yeah,
but that's the big thing about it. There's lots of the screen is the big thing about iPhone 10. They've chucked away the home button.
Yeah, that's gone.
That's the reason why it's bigger. It's taking up more space. It's taking more space, more off the top, more off the bottom.
It's not just the headphone jack now. Home button's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Next is going to be the volume buttons.
Just well, I think you should say that.
Oh,
because before we get on to more about the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Introducing Quifco's new Q Phone.
Ooh.
100.
Q Phone 100.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like forget 10.
Okay.
Got the Q Phone 100 out. We skipped like loads of generations. You
went straight for 100.
It is literally buttonless. It is edgeless. It is fully screen.
Oof.
One could say it's actually the thinnest phone on the market.
Really, how thin is it?
It is essentially 2D.
Okay, so it's just like paper.
It's literally a 2D phone.
Okay.
No, it's thinner than paper. It's 2D.
It's just okay, yeah.
We lost a whole dimension.
Okay, you created your own dimension.
Well, no, we just lost one.
We just lost.
It
lost that 3D.
Yeah, you can literally look at it. You could lose your phone quite easily, but it's got tracking capabilities, don't worry. Because you could just look at it from an angle and it'd be invisible to the naked eye.
Oh, I see.
And you look around. Oh, there it is. You have to wear special gloves though, because you can get dimensional paper cuts.
That's not good.
It's that thin.
Wow.
But it's the tallest phone. It's two-dimensional. It's two-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 6 foot in height.
Oh wow, that's massive.
6 foot 2 inches. That's the dimensions.
Okay.
So it's 6 foot high, 2 inches.
2 inches.
That's from in the dimension.
Got it.
Yeah.
But
remember, 0 in the width because there's completely nothing. It's two-dimensional.
Okay. What features does it have?
It's got all of them.
All of them. Just
all the features. It doesn't do phone calls, but it got cameras. It's got it's because it's two-dimensional. It's very easy to store because you can just turn it one way, it's gone, and you just reappear and it's there.
I see.
So it's very compact.
Gotcha.
But yeah, brilliant. I mean, if you want to do a phone call, you can get an app for that, but it comes separate.
Okay, so I gotta buy. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people use that app. Our researchers have found it's on the iPhones and all that stuff. It's probably one of the least used apps, I think, on the devices. So we just said, you know what, they don't need that straight away. Let's just get rid of it.
Fair enough.
So there you go. That's coming out next decade, I think. Aiming for next decade.
Okay. I look forward to pre-ordering that.
Yeah, you can pre-order it now.
Okay.
You put your $1 million deposit down, and you'll be good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the iPhone 10. One of the most entertaining features that I think everyone's looked at is the whole technology. Well, it's not. It's part and parcel. It's the Face ID sort of stuff. That technology looks pretty cool. I mean, at first I was thinking like, I kind of like the Touch ID because that's like, no, it's fingerprint and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to implement that as well, but then obviously looking at it, you sort of think, oh, well, maybe it's not that possible having those both work.
There was rumours about them trying to get Touch ID on the screen.
Side. Oh, but I heard on the side.
On the side?
Yeah, like, you know, on like one of the buttons on the side. I thought they were going to do that.
No.
But no. But Face ID looks quite cool. They made it look very cool.
Yeah.
It didn't work at first.
Didn't work.
But that was due to the fact that they just restarted the iPhone, I think, and you have to put your password in first before you activate that. But it looks very technically good.
Yeah, I'm seeing lots of stuff on Twitter and that lot about all these face emojis. Animojis,
the animojis, yeah.
Right.
I absolutely love that. I was watching someone like do karaoke.
Yeah.
With the animojis, and it looks hilarious. Really,
it's the main feature everyone wants.
It's the selling point.
It is.
Honestly, it's stupid, but that's the main selling point for the iPhone 10. And honestly, it makes me want an iPhone 10. That it's.
I know.
You know, if I got myself an iPhone 8, I'd never be able to forgive myself because I'd be like, you know what this needs? It needs animojis. It needs animojis. That's what it is. Oh, there's something we didn't mention was the augmented reality. That's a big thing. Is that just
AR?
Is that is that more part of the iOS, or is that for the new
part of the
phones?
iOS?
All right, okay.
So if you've got iOS 11,
phones,
you got it in there.
Okay, that's a cool little feature that I'm looking forward to.
It works great.
Is it? Have you been AI and?
I haven't looked into actually developing anything for AR, but there's some apps which do already support AR, which are quite good.
Fantastic.
Like Stack AR.
Stack. Jenga.
In a way, it's more like when you got like blocks moving across, and you gotta tap the screen when it kind of like is in line with the block below.
Oh, right. Okay.
Otherwise, you lose a block, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then
that sounds quite cool.
Yeah.
It does open up a lot of possibility for future things, but not as much as Animoji. I mean, come on, you know
that's the main USP.
I am interested. There's like things of Snapchat. Like Snapchat were implementing like the new Face ID stuff with like better facial tracking stuff. I absolutely love that stuff. It's the quirky stuff that I really like.
Same,
and I think a lot of people think it's just a bit of silly thing. But that's the fun of it. That's the fun of
It is.
You know, if someone from the past looked to the future now, just to see how much technology has advanced, and then saw a few kids on the street just turn themselves into
chickens.
A poo. Just a poo with a face. That's technology right there. That's also procrastination in technology. That's why the stuff in Back to the Future 2 didn't happen. Because of animojis. That's the truth of it. That's the truth.
Why we don't have hoverboards yet.
That's why we don't have hoverboards. Animojis.
Too busy on animojis.
It's just animojis. But I'm looking forward to... I mean, I think personally... I mean, the first iPhone I got was the one I have now, which is the iPhone 6 Plus. That was the first... Before that, I was an Android user. But to be honest, with all the stuff that I've got now, like with my editing and the Final Cut, and I've pretty much got... I think I've got 4 Apple products now, I think. Mm-hmm. Like, big.
Yeah.
Like, I got the iPhone, I got the iMac, and I got the latest... Well, I think it's the latest. I don't know. It comes out of date very quickly.
Yeah.
I've got the MacBook with the screen. But so I think... Personally, I don't know what you're thinking. Your way of thinking is, but I think if I was going to upgrade, I'd rather upgrade to an iPhone 10 now than an 8, because I think if I upgrade to the iPhone 8, I wouldn't be completely what's the word? I wouldn't be completely satisfied.
Yeah,
I think that's an odd thing that Apple have done. Like they've just. I do want an animated chicken. I wouldn't be totally satisfied if I upgrade to an iPhone 8, just purely because it's a weird thing that Apple have done.
Yeah.
With them announcing a phone and then instantly making it out of date. That's something that's almost been memed about. The fact that they do that.
You could, yeah.
What are your thoughts? What would you if you were going to upgrade?
I mean, my contract runs out in a couple of months, so I've got to think, and as much as I do like the iPhone 10, especially for that price point.
That's also another factor
of being just over $1,000 or so. I'm going to have to think to go to the iPhone 8.
We've got to do. There is that factor to consider. I mean, my contract has already run out. My contract ran out ages ago, but I was thinking, if I upgrade now, I'm gonna miss out on this.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know if I can upgrade. I probably still can upgrade, but this phone's not completely bust yet. So I might give the iPhone 10 a few months maybe.
Yeah, give it a few months. See
what people really. I mean, it's positive so far. I mean, it's only been out a few days from our perspective.
Yeah,
recording this. But yeah, I might give it a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
Because generally, I found that Apple products like iPhones and stuff, they last. If you look after them, they last.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had this phone for over 2 years now, and it's lasted way longer than any of my other phones have done.
Yeah.
I've not broken the screen once.
Oh, well done.
So there you go. But yeah, I'll push my phone to the side a bit just so I don't jinx that. And knock off the table whilst we're recording. But yeah, that's it. That is our little look on the new stuff that Apple have announced and released.
Yeah.
Because I think everything they've announced has been released now, hasn't it?
Was
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess so.
So yeah, let us know on social media what you think about all these new Apple products. Do you think it's just hype? Do you think that this technology is awesome? What do you think? Just let us know on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you deem, and don't forget to follow us on all these wonderful podcast allowing websites such as iTunes, TuneIn,
on all those other platforms.
And all those other platforms. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe, and we shall see you. No one. You'll hear from us. You'll hear from us in the next Quiffcast. Thank you very much for listening. Ash?
Yes?
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, people of Earth.